Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy! Welcome back to more Splatoon 2! Last time, we soured the bamboozle, or whatever they say in the old country. Ooh, it looks like we're below the surface of some water or something. Subway, more like submarine. Now, we're gonna go over onto the blue line. Do I really want to go after one of the things yet? I feel like we haven't done a lot of exploring of the blue line, or any exploring of the blue line for that matter. It would just feel kind of wrong to skip right to it. We're gonna play all the stages eventually, so I think maybe I'll go around this way. This is I-8 or B2, Poppin' Fresh Station, grind it out. Our weapon choices are the Jet Squelcher and Splat Bomb, Bamboozler 14 Mark 1 with a Splat Bomb, and a Splat Charger with a Splat Bomb. I'm gonna go with the Jet Squelcher just because I snubbed it on the last one. 7117, forget I said that. No, okay. Get ready to shoot. Gotta hit all these targets. Be too bad with a charger. I think I'm just intimidated after what I've had to put up with lately. I guess you could say that this is a real single-player campaign. Been waiting to use that one. So a fun bit of trivia about Octo expansion that I want to talk about. There is a complete edition of Splatoon 2 that came out in Japan on October 8th. I thought that was pretty funny. And of course in America, our release dates aren't thematic. Oh, I barely missed. You start all the way over from the beginning if you mess up just one time. You ain't playing Little League anymore. No jumping, squidding. Octopussing. And then we ride up this way. Ooh, all those huts in the back. They remind me of the background of the Wet Dry World from Mario 64. Those. Trust that the rail change will take you to the right place. Trust in your rails, and life will be good to you. That's my advice to you. That one, rail change again. Curve back around. This is taking us up and down and all around. That one, that one. 4 left. 4 left. Was waiting for you. I see 1, I see 2, and I see a wiener. Oh, an egg. Fitting as we were playing Salmon Run pretty recently. And then B5. Okay, this is the B line. I wasn't sure if it was the I line or the B line. I guess we're making a B line for Spin Docto Station. Just go ahead now. Jet Squelcher again, Rapid Blaster and a Splat Bomb, or Rapid Blaster Pro and a Splat Bomb, and a Dynamo Roller and a Splat Bomb. We'll go for the Rapid Blaster Pro. I don't just want to use the easiest option every time. I'm not doing a challenge run where I'm trying to use the hardest weapons exclusively, but I would like to mix it up and try out different weapon classes whenever possible. Spin your way to the goal. Whoa, oh, that is mean. Sweeping across the floor. At least the range is pretty good for blaster standards, so I can use that to get over. Nice. Be able to attack from far away. Hit those. Splendiferous! Want to do that. Get lots of eggs in the process. That assembles everything well. Let's go 8. I already ate. You? I don't like you? Good, good. Yeah, not liking you is good. Yo, Cap, give it the times already. Keep moving that. Oh, this is different. This affects all of the platforms. That only affects the one with the egg on it. I, for one, want to get some egg on my face, so I'm gonna use them both. Hit you. Paint that. As long as you're patient, this ain't too bad. I feel almost like this could have done with a time limit. Am I really gonna complain about not having harder difficulty? Of course I am. That's how I perform things easily. Whenever I say something's gonna be hard, that's when I'm good at it. There we go. Fabulous! Captain is certainly energetic with his praise. precisely what I would have done. What, be energetic with your praise? Are you serious right now? Oh God, no! I saw it coming! Where was my last checkpoint? Oh, right here, okay. Let's paint that preemptively. And then we'll just give a nice even coating. Get a little bit on this side. It's gonna be a little hard to do that. Okay. So we'll do that. This reminds me of that carnival ride called the Zipper. I don't know if it has other names that you might know it by instead, but it's that one where it's just very vertical and it rotates all around. Never did go on that thing. I was always horrified of it. This music sounds like Shy Guys going. And I want this. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. All right. Over we go. Final checkpoint and 2 lives to do it in. Hop to it and give him what for. That means don't think, just jump, right? Oh. I understand what it wants me to do, and that's kind of mean. So the goal moves towards us, and we have to keep hitting these on the way down to keep it below us. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Only had to hit it once. In we go. That's another one. Now take a look at our new mem cakes. 2 fat and heavy locks hanging low. They frame your face above a base of stumpy leg and pigeon toe. There it is, very last one. It was one of the first ones we got. Though slick with slime, I keep my grip. The chill seeps through my gift from you. I mustn't let this cargo slip. Gross. For such freaks of nature, you sound beautiful. That's it for our time in the briny deep. So now we're gonna think real hard about Inkopolis. Now that we've been over the Bamboozler, I have talked about every single ability that I plan on ever recommending. So now we're gonna talk about the useless abilities. Well, I don't know if useless is the correct word. They're the abilities that I personally would never recommend. First of all, the abilities that I don't recommend ever playing a main slot of equipment for. Quick super jump, bomb defense up DX, ink resist up, sub power up, special saver. All these abilities are good. I would dare say they're great, but are best used on sub slots, as the returns on sub slots are so high that dedicating a precious main slot that can use up so much in a build or possibly get rid of a mutually exclusive ability that only is in a main slot, I don't see it as all that worth it. When 2 sub-slots of quick super jump already cut the time of a super jump in half, why bother with more when the returns are so little? Now that we're done with the boring stuff, time for the real controversy, the abilities that I do not recommend playing on any weapon. I could find no good use for any of these, nor could any of the high, mid, or low-level players I consulted in the making of this. But that's no reason to not tell you about them. Maybe you can be the first one to figure them out. Haunt. Haunt is an ability exclusive to shirts, which means you can't play Thermal Ink, Respawn Punisher, or Ninja Squid in return for it. For the main shirt slot, it shows the user alone the location of the last person who killed them for unlimited time. This ability stays in effect until the user gets their revenge, meaning it can track multiple players at a time. It only functions while a set distance away from the target, meaning it will not track them up close, and the effective area is made smaller by bomb defense. Every serious player runs bomb defense, making this ability inherently low in this meta. If the user manages to splat the last person who beat them, the foe is given the negative effects of Respawn Punisher. It's such a roundabout ability and only aids one player. If it pointed out locations to everyone, I could see it getting more use. It'd be pretty unique in the benefit that it gives, as tracking is so rare. It's just so weak, and so many other death-related abilities are strong without requiring a main slot to use them. Ability Doubler. Only one item has this, the Splatfest T. You give up your main slot on a shirt to double the effect of the sub-slots. Unfortunately, diminishing returns still apply, so it isn't truly doubled. Since stacking a lot of one ability is usually bad, and a main slot gives one more ability point than 3 subslots, you will by default have a lower stat total than if you just had a main slot of your choosing. This is an ability that barely inhibits your performance, but it's still there, and why would you take lower performance? The only purpose I could think of is to toss ability chunks onto this thing so that it has a subslot of quick super jump, bomb defense up, and ink resist up, since any ink armor player wants 2 subslots of those abilities anyway, and it's just a nice convenient gear piece that could be equipped at any time. Only takes 10 ability chunks to have one of an ability on a piece of equipment, so that's a pretty cheap and easy way to have optimal equipment for an ink armor. Other than that, I've got nothing. I do have to praise how few useless abilities there are. At least some good weapon was able to use all of the rest to good effect, or there was a mode-specific reason to run them. Compare that to Splatoon 1, and it's clear that they learned a lot and really knew what they were doing. That's every ability there is, so now, let's make another chunk in talking about every weapon there is. Listen, Short Nose, this gun's been wasting your life since before you were born. The L-3 Nozzlenose belongs to a new weapon class, the Burst Mode Shooter. When pressing ZR, 3 automatic shots are fired in rapid succession. It takes slightly longer between bursts to shoot again, so leading fire is important to make all 3 hits land since it's all based on a single input. But for the marksmen who love the precise high-skill weapons, this thing is a dream. At base 29 damage, it always takes 4 attacks to finish an enemy, meaning 2 trigger pulls. But, I'm going to skip ahead a little here, because there is one ability, one so powerful, so instrumental, so crucial, so worship that it's main power. This gives the effect of damage up, and oh, is it getting all the attention. With 8 subslots, it reaches 33.33 repeating, of course, and just 1 frame in enemy ink turns this into a 1 trigger pull kind of kill. Couple that with the longer than normal range for a shooter that just barely outranges all the fast killers, and damn L3, you scary. Moving on to the other capabilities besides damage, there is one other way the L3 stands out from other weapons, and that's its evasiveness. You don't often hear about this. It's a middleweight weapon, but due to the unique way it works, it can strafe around all zippy-like. Compare this to other shooters, and it's no contest how fast it moves out of the ink. It's actually so good at strafing that it might want to stay in kid form for extended periods of time. Also thanks to this, it's a good turfing weapon. Like, way better than you'd expect when you hear only shoots 3 bullets at a time. Look at the nice even coating on the cake here. The bullets are small and low on damage, making them easy on the ink tank to keep up the pressure. As long as you know what you're doing, it has lots of ink to move around in, evades anything slow, and outranges most anything that's fast. It's a powerful yet hard to hit weapon. With all weapons that are a little bit different, there's a small quirk I want to go over. If there isn't enough ink to fire all 3 shots, you get a burst of 0, 1, or 2 shots. Avoid ever needing to fire on low ink and make sure there's always at least a little in the can. After a little time, this becomes subconscious. Now, there's also negatives that are quite big, because of course there are. One is object damage. We have teeny, weak bullets that can't be fired consistently, so it's walled by, well, walls. For 2, any strong one-hit kill is a pretty certain counter to the L3, even if it can be hard to hit. Bumping ahead a little bit, this is especially true on the vanilla kit because this set of 3 parts doesn't have much of anything to deal with chargers. Be aware of long-range weapons that can blast you and play around them. Its sub is Curling Bomb. While it sometimes runs over someone's toes and softens them up for you, it's not likely, and Curling Bombs end up playing off the good mobility more than anything else. Either by swimming behind it for an approach, a mix-up, or a getaway. In smaller areas, the bomb can be used to fish for sharks and keep them at a safe distance. It's an expensive sub-weapon to use, so be mindful of that and don't launch it just cuz. For special, we got Baller! It's whatever the enemy team doesn't want to see. It's a getaway to slay another day, or a trap to fall onto cephalopods' heads with. Can take an objective and matches the theme of enemy suppression in this set. The charge is high at 220 points, but that's to be expected from a strong slaying and turfing weapon. In all, a combination of aggression and support. All three parts work well for both of these purposes, and it paints so well while moving all around and just feeling powerful. When combining the range, speed, curling bomb, and baller, yeah, it has all the best stuff for Clam blitz. It can still absolutely play other modes, but I thought this was worth bringing up. This weapon truly does it all. Your decision to play the vanilla set is based on whether all-out aggression is a fair trade for being worthless against chargers. That's the main quandary with the L3 Nozzlenose. L3 Nozzlenose D. She likes the D. Ever meet a girl who doesn't like dolphins? I didn't think so. We're mixing Burst Shot with Burst Bomb! While it might not offer the same movement options as the curling bomb, different doesn't equal bad. It can get up walls or quickly paint a problem area, plus the bomb is likely to actually do damage. A burst bomb splash damage maxes out at 35, while a direct hit is 60. This means any kind of close hit will only require 2 burst shots to bridge the damage to 100, and 2 bullets is easy peasy to land with the ink that they're already going to be drenched in. Though the 35 damage range only barely accomplishes this and is easily countered by bomb defense. Only rely on this tactic when an attack is direct. Brutal sub-weapon this is. Plays off the main gun well, consumes little ink, gives more options, and makes everything more consistent. It's less consuming than a curling bomb, and can be used in a myriad of situations as a result. Sometimes do throw it just cuz. Its special weapon is Inkjet. This gives it yet another killing option. While one of the less reliable special weapons, it can assist allies or just score a kill on its own. The main and sub are so strong at movement and fighting as it is, that I'd mostly advise this when you have some sort of advantage and the enemy movement is predictable. While not an always workable option, the special does give it at least something against sniping weapons, so that's another positive. The L3D is another aggressive weapon that uses its range and high damage to land kills, but requires less precision due to just how much ink it tosses around. The trade-off is an unforgiving special in exchange for a good main sub combination. And now, the Kensa L-3 Nozzlenose. Oh look, it's an edgy garden hose. Did you make a garden hose edgy? Tape some spikes onto the hose, duh! Splash Wall! It's beginning to look like a defensive set here. By placing this in the right spots on the right maps, it makes you difficult to approach, and the L3 has pretty good range to attack from behind it. Just place it preemptively and don't rely on it as a panic button. It's, certainly a different kind of sub-weapon from the other two, but it faces stiff competition from the burst bomb. This means it has to land 2 trigger pulls to ever get a kill at full health, so it's more limited in terms of offense. It's not a particularly strong sub-weapon and isn't movement-based like the other two. So, does it have an overpowered special or something? The train is coming! Ultra Stamp! I feel like the parts of this weapon don't work all that well together. Ultra Stamp either runs around with the enemies or sometimes tosses itself away to get a long-range one-shot. If it's being the train, then not killing everyone in sight leaves it downright helpless due to the wall's deployment time and multiple trigger pulls required to land a kill. And sure, the long-range throw is fun when it works and gives it a legitimate option against the snipers, but that's just it. It doesn't always work and cancels your special to do it. It's a fun special to use, but unreliable to begin with and not helped by the other 2 parts. Plus, it's quite useless when super jumping into a fight. Think about it, no part of this set would be able to fight back in that kind of situation. 180 special points is an amount this weapon should have 0 issues reaching, so it manages to have a special spam going for it if the Ultra Stamp is your cup of tea. Y'all know what time it is? We're playing on Rainmaker the Reef and Rainmaker Humpback Pub Track. I like to assault the central hill with dualies, dodge rolling this way and that. That's cool and all, but I'd rather roll up with the Brella, like blammo. The timing of that music was wrong. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. It missed the beat completely. Hi, I'm playing the I am an asshole build. There is no greater name for this. In this match, I'm gonna say it right away. My job, more than ever before, is find guys and kill them. Such a weakness of Nozzlenoses is object damage. They have multipliers to make them not completely worthless with only shooting 3 bullets, but they're still pretty bad. It's not gonna be a good idea for me to be taking the object damage on the Rainmaker shield. I'm just not going to be able to pop it all that often. My burst bombs aren't really the best in terms of object damage. I need to just be flanking and killing people and being essentially an evasion tank for them to deal with. Gotcha. Got a double kill. Came out ahead on that first stock. Wow, he's got ability double earned ranked after I just said it was useless. Like the drop roller though. I've gone with stealth jump just so I can keep on the pressure, just keep being in their ears and... Well, my own ears hurt pretty bad from that burst. 91 to 97, really anything could happen at this point. This map's gonna mean some pretty fast points too. Generally, Rainmaker, the Reef is pretty quick. You're up there. Tag, oh, I can't tag you. Just barely missed. Do I really want to challenge a Dynamo Roller? I don't. I'm getting out of here. I don't have enough options. Oh, frick. Realized it a little too late there, didn't I? Oh, respawn Punisher on a Kensa Pro? More likely than you think. Just gotta keep strafing and moving around, taking my good run speed into account. I've chosen a bit of run speed on my build, just to make that more jerkish. I'm not quite doing 99.9 damage. I think it's like 99.4 or 99.7. Either way, still pretty good. Gonna leave this popping to someone else. I mainly just want to take out people and use my burst bombs to my advantage. Gotcha. Burst bombs are so lovely because just unintentionally they can just take someone who's been softened up and make them extra squishy. Go for that. Oh, nope. No, you don't. No, you do not. Got you with that. I didn't shoot that guy. I would have probably had him or at least gotten an assist there. Okay. Whoop. They only have one down. I don't really know where they are. I think that Dynamo is off to my right. That was the Pro. I think I'm just gonna wait around here. Gotcha. That guy was damaged a little bit, so the point blank shot there paid off. And we want to build up our special, have that ready. And I think I'm just gonna die. I was gonna duck behind the corner right there and activate my special just so I could help out whoever was gonna grab the Rainmaker next. We had 3 people up. Yeah, I'll go in and try to trust in my stealth jump. Can be a cruel mistress, but it can also work out quite well. They have an ink jet. I'm just gonna back off a little bit. Gotcha. I do my own splash damage. He's backing off. Or she's backing off. Got a Rainmaker reset in the middle. Gotcha. Stop the rush before it started. Took him down too. I'm dying a lot, but it's working out. Quick respawn might actually be kind of good if there was room to stack other abilities, but if you're not stacking damage up on this thing, what are you doing? And we'll grab... Oh, okay, back off. Okay. You're going over there. Gotcha. Outplayed. Mine. Uh-oh. I need to back off. I want to have my special ready in case we just need that support in the last seconds of the match, because we're down to a minute. We got a pretty good lead. They're going to have to really work hard to come back from where they are. Just going to try to get out of here. Ah! And I was being so careful, too. I knew he was gonna come over there. We have the Rainmaker, really? Hi. They cannot get us out of their base. We're like bad fleas or something. I love it when rollers do donuts over over super jump markers to get easy kills that they won't have to aim or time. It's pretty funny looking. Going this way. I'm just gonna burst bomb. That's it. 11 kills and first place. 21 kills in that .52 gal. Doing their job and doing it right. Humpback pump track. Love to see it. All time! We didn't even last 30 seconds. Yikes. Yowee. Oh, I guess we're playing Clam Blitz after that. That was the last match there was time for. Well, that's okay, that's okay. Of course, it's Anchovy Games. Why would it be anything else? Oh, I like the Octopus Game & Watch decal over there. Cool. Very fitting for all the octopi that we shoot and shoot as. So, I guess while we're switching around rank modes, I wanted to talk about how something that I find interesting is how each rank mode in the order that it was introduced is more complicated than the last. You can see this one going from Rainmaker to Clam Blitz, but starting from the beginning, Splat Zones is taking Turf Wars as a base and making it more skill-based, where you're trying to control areas of the map for a longer period of time than the other team. So we wiped on that first one, wow. In Tower Control, you're now introducing a new thing that was not in any other mode, where you are taking how many clams do they freaking have? Like 1 billion? They got to 35 in the first push? I've never seen that before ever in the history of my life. I probably have. But yeah, so you are introducing something completely new, moving some cargo into the enemy base that is along a track. In Rainmaker, you are then given the agency yourself to move that into the enemy spawn any way that you see fit, giving more strategy to it. And in Clam Blitz, you're having to escort something into the base multiple times over in order to get enough points to win. Winning in one push in Clam Blitz does not happen all that often, and it is not enough to just simply get to the enemy spawn. So, with each passing mode, they have made it more complicated than before. I just thought that was kind of neat. How it all follows kind of a linearity to it. I wouldn't want them making a mode that is with Clam Blitz but more complicated. This is already really hard to perform well in without voice chat. Take that. I got 9 clams. You're over there. I knew exactly where you were going. You were just making a beeline for it. Oh. You think because you're in the lead you can get complacent of it. No, I'm painting a big target on my back. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Okay. I got 2 up. I'm thinking, yeah, you and me together, buddy. You and me together. I'll distract him. And he's down. There's 1 more. 2 more. Nope. Should not have done that. Should have waited for more support to come around, but it's okay. We picked it up. We're not down a player or nothing. They're just, I don't know. I get the feeling that they're playing with like 8 people on their team. We're playing with 4. It's just how it feels like. It feels like they're everywhere, and they don't even have squid beacons on their side, so I can't blame it on that. They're just the better team. Get rid of that. We got it this way. They're getting into the base. Oh, we're actually scoring. How did I fall for that? What? Whoa, 35? 35? 30? 24, 21? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I hit you like 8 times, come on. 15 in 1 push, 12, 9. I'm contributing absolutely nothing to the greatest push in the history of Splatoon. What? Dude, we scored with your moms! Oh my god, okay, they're back in our base again. Oh my gosh. Let's just burst bomb just to pressure them if they're even still here. There's 2 guys trying to get in. All right, we just gotta play defensive at this point. We got so many power clams on the field. There's a minute left. I'm just gonna hold on to this. I don't want an overtime. He's dead. And I don't think, oh, you're trying to make a run for it. Too bad for you. This is Clam Blitz and not Salmon Run. Nobody in their base. I was thinking about maybe warping with my power climb if somebody was over there. We got another power climb on the board. So do they, though, and they're coming up this way. Oh, God. I say oh, God a lot whenever I'm really, really panicking. It's like I'm human. Not gonna be able to ambush them as they come into our base with this great big old target on my back. Only 17 more seconds. Just gotta survive. Oh, yeah. Okay. They're breaking it. They're broken. They don't have a power climb on the board. As long as they don't build another one, they got 8 power clams across. They got 8 clams across their entire team. Just gotta watch the HUD, learn that information. Yeah, we got power clams. They don't. We instantly win. That's amazing. I can't believe we came back from that. That's the sort of magic that happens on these smaller maps. Splatoon 2 generally has smaller maps than 1 does, and I think that's the reason that they did that, was that on bigger maps, you don't really get back and forth like this so much. 8 of them. Up we go. Damn, I didn't think I'd do so hot with this thing, but, you know, 2 wins, 1 loss. Pretty darn nice. Speaking as someone who's got a big nose, this thing's nose isn't big enough for me. I'm gonna need a gal with a larger nose for, you know, for my love life. I think that's gonna be it for now. Next time on Splatoon 2, we're being screeching tires. Oh, we're playing a mixture of 2 weapon classes to make something wholly unique. One of the last weapons ever introduced into the game. See you guys then!